Hey guys, Angry Beast here. I'm bringing you some Team Defender gameplay on the map Liberation. I'm running around with the MSR Sniper here in the beginning with a kick and no attachments, but I quickly changed it up to ACR with ACOG and Impact because I found that the sniper rifle wasn't as effective on this map in Team Defender game mode where everybody's rushing the same place as, say, Domination or Team Deathmatch where you could stay in one spot and pick people off. So I quickly changed that up. I get a couple kills with the FMG9 here at the beginning, but nothing major. I don't actually use the FMG9s anymore. I've been using a lot of Overkill recently because it isn't the best second tier perk. I had a commentary about that a couple of days back. It isn't that good either. It's just something to use when you want to use a shotgun, but you don't want to use it as your primary. You rather have something close range to fall back to. I prefer using it with like an MK14 with USAS secondary. It works out pretty well. But I don't get any kills with the MSR. And I quickly switch up to my ACR. In this gameplay, I believe when I switch to classically running Scavenger, Assassin, and Marksman. And that's my default long-range assault setup class. I like running Scavenger on an assault rifle, especially when trying to build up a large kill streak, because when you do use a longer kill streak, it's very common to run out of ammo, at least in my experience. I don't have the best accuracy. I have about 20%-ish, mostly from using the MK14 a lot. So it really is useful to have Scavenger on an assault rifle class because you'll find that you'll waste a lot of ammo in a really short period of time. Whereas if you're using something like a submachine gun, it's not that big of a deal to rush up and pick up another person's gun. I mean, you're already using a close quarters battle weapon, and it doesn't matter if that gun has an ACOG or whatever on it. But when you're running with an assault rifle, it's more useful to have your own gun the whole time because you want to play longer range, and who knows what attachments you might get. You might find someone running MK14 with a silencer and thermal scope, and that's not very effective. But I pick up another ACR here. This one actually has a grenade launcher on it. I picked it up because I noticed it on the ground, and it's always better to have another weapon instead of your pistol or secondary weapon that you're rocking. Just because the secondary weapons aren't that effective. Yes, you have certain machine pistols that are very effective, but it seems like they buffed the noob tube since the last time I used it. I used to use it last at the very start of the game. I haven't really used Ascent, but it seems like I'm getting more kills with it and more consistent kills. I picked up 2 nice kills there, and I don't know if they increased the damage or range or whatnot, but it seems to actually kill faster than it did before. So don't know what they did there, but it's definitely useful for kills, I guess. But I get my first Predator missile, and that one's just basically a waste. I really enjoy using an ACOG on a assault rifle. I've always enjoyed doing that since they added them in Call of Duty 4. It's just that feeling of using something that not everybody else uses, and it's more, it's harder to use, and it gives you a nice challenge. It does give you higher accuracy at longer ranges, but that's only useful in certain situations. Like, you're not going to want to run around with an ACOG on a submachine gun like the PM9 on a map like Mission. That's not going to help you at all. But on a longer range assault rifle like the ACR that has medium recoil, it isn't too bad to add an ACOG to it. It adds a little bit of recoil, but it's definitely not as bad as it was in, say, Black Ops. If you try to use an ACOG on, like, FAMAS or an AUG in Black Ops, you wouldn't have much chance of hitting a target even if it was standing right in front of you. You're best off hip firing with that setup. So, unless you're using like a sniper rifle in that game, the ACOG wasn't that useful. Not to mention the ACOG was quite ugly in this game, but the ACOG has gotten a major upgrade in this game. There's no more glint on it. That was another reason in Black Ops it was terrible. There's so many maps where your ACOG just glinted and you couldn't see anything. It also has less sway than in Black Ops or Modern Warfare 2 did. It's got you have customizable reticles now, so you don't have that ugly arrows in the middle. You actually can put a red dot in it, which really increases accuracy. It's got a higher zoom level than it did in the previous game. It's got 2.4 compared to 1.5x. So that's a pretty major upgrade there, and it's very useful now. It doesn't add as much recoil, which is odd considering it increases the zoom level by so much more. But I like to run Impact with it when I run an ACOG scope, mainly because I'm already running an assault rifle, and when I have the higher capacity to shoot people through walls, it's really nice, especially on a map like Resistance and Domination. You can sit on overwatching B on the platform above B, and you can basically sit down and shoot through the walls of the gift shop across the way. Really, it's a really good setup in my opinion. But rocking Assassin in this gameplay too. That's Basically good for building up a long streak, because when you try and build up a streak in this gameplay, last thing you want to be is the only person on your team showing up as a red dot on the radar. Being a red dot on the radar is something that's basically going to kill you 95% of the time. If you can have that aspect of stealth to build up a longer streak, it's really good. I mean, it's not too effective here when you're sitting inside like a cave or whatever, but when you're using it in a more aggressive role, you can be the only one in the vicinity, and there's going to be no one else to take the shots for you. So it's very useful to have that assassin. I'm also running marksman in this gameplay. That's my default for longer range classes like the ACR. It's just really useful to be able to pick out people's names in a distance. It is kind of a little bit underpowered-ish, because there's the prevalence of Assassin in this game, Assassin Pro especially, really. If your enemy is running Assassin Pro, you basically have no perk if the whole team is. But luckily they aren't in this game, but in a lot of games you'll find that Assassin and Marksman basically cancel each other out to the point where there's no reason to use Marksman at all. You're not going to gain any advantage over the enemy, so if you find a team running a lot of Assassin, switch it up for something like Quick Draw to give you the faster aim down sight and long range engagement. It'll give you an edge over, say, Marksman. But I'm rocking out the Assault Kill Streaks in this gameplay. The Predator Missile, the Attack Helicopter, and the Reaper. I put together 2 Predator Missiles in this gameplay, I think, and a Helicopter and a Reaper, which I just called in a little bit while ago. But this gameplay is winding down. I'm rocking the Claymores and Trophy System, which is actually really good for Team Defender setup, because you can put a Claymore at one entrance to the flag, and you can put the Trophy System in the middle of the area, and because the Trophy System blocks flashes and stuns, you're basically immune to any explosives they throw in there. So this was a nice 29-8 Team Defender gameplay with the ACR. I hope you guys enjoyed.